Hi guys, welcome back. All right, so Geminis, I am going to start out with a little bit of a constellation mythology storyline first. I'm a storyteller, so that is why I like the zodiac signs. It's because it's based in mythology first, and so I'm going to talk about that now. If you don't care about this part, no worries. You can skip through, and then we'll get to the rest of the reading. But thing to watch for is I'm going to hold this card up, your constellation of Gemini, in my hand the whole time I talk about the constellation. That'll just be a couple minutes here. And then when I put it down, that'll be your cue that if you didn't want to hear about the constellations, you can just hop ahead in the video. Okay, so when I put this card down, you know that I'm done talking about that, and we'll start the rest of the reading. So for the constellation of Gemini, I love the whole story and everything around this, and there's some real interesting facts too that are not just mythology. But let's start out with the fact that it begins with a story of twins. So Leda, the queen of Sparta, is their mother. However, the twins have different fathers. So Pollux and Castor, one is the son of Castor, is the son of the king of Sparta, but Pollux is the son of Zeus and therefore immortal. So the twins do everything together. They have adventures together, but because Castor is mortal, eventually he perishes, he dies, and he goes down to Hades. Well, the twins don't like to be apart, and so they kind of keep devising a way that they can live part-time in Hades and then part-time, above ground. And eventually they ask Zeus, would you please just let us remain together permanently? And he places them in the night sky so they can always be together. Now, I think this is kind of an interesting fun fact about this, though. It's not mythology. So they're also associated with patron saints of the sea. And so sailors used to, look to them on voyages. And it's interesting because there's a weather phenomenon called St. Elmo's fire. And that's where basically an electrical field is seen because there's like this emission of like a plasma, and you can actually see it in certain weather conditions, particularly visible around a rod-like item like the mast of a ship. Well, sailors observed this, but if they saw that happen in two locations, they viewed that as the twins, as the Gemini twins, like it's Pollux and Castor that are here on the voyage with us, protecting us. And they took it as a sign of good omen. And then there's another kind of mythology storyline that goes along with this, where the twins were out to sea on a voyage, and they wound up coming across Poseidon's gigantic son, who is also the individual associated with like developing the form of boxing. And he's a bully, and he's not a nice Poseidon's son is not a nice guy, but he wants to fight somebody. And so he says that he wants to fight Pollux. And so Pollux, although should be at the disadvantage, he's actually faster than the bully, despite not being as skilled, since he's not the one who developed the art of boxing. But he winds up overcoming the bully. So we kind of keep seeing storylines of like good fortune, good luck. There's a loyalty aspect, and then there's kind of like a storyline of the heroes come out on top. So I really like the mythology behind this. I think it's kind of interesting, and frankly, I never knew about the term St. Elmo's fire. I mostly associate it with that song from the 1980s, which I totally love, but I did not know what that actually meant. So let's go ahead and get into the actual storyline now. All right, so the story for Gemini right now. Does that have anything to do with our mythology yet? Will it factor in any way, shape, or form? Ooh, 3 of Cups. Well, we definitely have a union or a reunion. This could be with triplet sisters, or it simply is, remember how we said Pollux and Castor did not like to be apart, but they were indeed parted for a period of time because one was immortal and one was mortal. This could be 2 individuals that feel like each other's other half, that are wanting to come back into union, or there's an excitement that they're going to get to see each other again. Ooh, Strength card. Very nice. We got Leo energy here. So we've got this lovely vibe of A good time is up ahead, and it's a time that we get to see someone we care about. It is requiring a little bit of, for some reason, a little bit of courage, though, to do this. That strength card talks about needing to have, oh, well, because it is a journey. There's a journey here. We've got the Three of Wands, we've got the Two of Wands, and we got the Hermit. There's been a time of great silence, of longing, and a time of distance here. So no wonder someone is, they're deciding like this cannot continue. I don't want to be apart from you anymore. So I will journey to get to you. I don't know how you're going to receive me, but I've been out in the cold for far too long. It's almost like someone's been, by the way, we have Virgo here. So we have Virgo and Leo right now. Someone's been doing a lot of soul searching during the time that they've been apart, but there's also been a long time, it seems like, of journeying and solitude and silence. Oh, we got the Chariot in the reverse. Someone was prevented from coming forward or traveling up until this point in time. There was some kind of obstacle, a Cancerian energy there. There was some kind of obstacle, possibly a pretty significant one. Again, talking about a time of silence is coming to an end, though. So somebody was off doing some real soul searching. Why? Why were they having to do the soul searching with that Hermit card? So these, I'm going to say these twins, Empress in the upright. Someone was off doing soul searching because they were trying to grow. They were also trying to get themselves into that headspace of, wait a second, I am, a manifester. I am in charge of my life. I can grow. I have the ability to make things happen. They needed to really work and develop themselves, their sense of self. This could have been a divine feminine energy. Oh, and then we have a King of Swords. It's interesting because I'm asking, why was there this silence? What was this, kind of quiet quest that somebody was on? And it's like, it was too, I feel like it's because it's the only way these two could come into union is if first there was some time to collect thoughts. First, there was some time to really identify, like, why do I feel this way? How do I feel about myself? It's really hard to give in a connection unless somebody likes themselves enough first. But with this, to have the King of Swords here, because this would be the Gemini energy, it's almost like the King of Swords already knows. The King of Swords has also been sitting here with this bird, not reaching out, going, nope, you gotta do things on your time. So to me, this is feeling like it's not the Gemini who went silent. It was the other individual, but the Gemini understood why the other individual did so. And it was like, look, when you get your feet under you, when you believe in yourself, that's when I trust that I'll be hearing from you then. Till then, I'm not going to send you a bunch of messages. You got to figure yourself out, then come find me. It's interesting because this could be swapped gender roles. This could be same-sex couple. There's something here about the Gemini showing up as in divine masculine energy, who normally is like the action taker, but you notice there's some kind of like real astute assessment that says, no, I need to let this person find themselves first. There's a reason for the silence. There's a reason. So it's basically like the Gemini knows there is a reason for this silence right now. And it's because somebody is working on a really important part of themselves. Who am I to intervene and say, well, I want you to come talk to me? No, I need to let them get through whatever they need to get through. So this was like a necessary time of silence, but the Gemini knew it all along, almost knew that this day would come back around. Tell me about this day. We got a 9 of Cups that came out sideways. So for that 3 of Cups, that reunion card, there is, it's almost like, look, I don't know if this is going to yield my greatest dreams come true or not. Also, this could be a time when I really harvest a bunch, or this could be something that is still off in the distance. Because I look at this and I go, okay, pumpkins, October, but we also have pineapples here, right? So the way I look at this, I'm seeing like summertime into fall. Someone is saying, yeah, I knew someday they were going to come back around. I was going to, spend time with them. We were going to encounter each other. I don't know what the result of that'll be. I don't know if it'll be something where we even know what the result is going to be between the two of us. The Emperor. but I'll figure it out. It'll reveal itself. With the Emperor in the upright, this is somebody saying, if this is going to be my person, you notice we have a matched pair here. If this is going to become my person, my forever person, that's something that I can't decide right away. Did I always know they were going to probably pop back up in my life? Yes. Did I always know that someone was silent because they needed to be, because they had to go work on some stuff? Yes. So this is kind of one of those, this is obviously not a storyline that everyone is going to enjoy, because in most cases it's like, wait, why did somebody go silent? Why, what was going on? That's hurtful, that's rude. But in this storyline, our lead character is like, nah, I understood why they did it. I understood even at the time that they had to go find themselves, and they would make their way back to me. And then I still don't know that that guarantees that we're going to be a matched pair, but there's a potential. There's a real strong potential for this, but I got to wait and see. So our lead character here is not trying to rush things, is not trying to say, okay, I need this to work, I need this to be them. There's not an ounce of over expectation. Ooh, the shadow side. There's not an ounce of over expectation or demands that the Gemini is placing on anything. It's like, we're just going to see how this goes. We're going to go ahead and, like, we all have our shadow side. I don't want someone to try to overcommit themselves to me if they're still dealing with their shadows, because hey, I've got them too. But there is this understanding that if our character had to go on this journey and face the storms in their life, yes, this could be something that it doesn't have to be something that prevents us from coming together. This could be, in spite of all that, we can still be successful together. Yes, I know you have a shadow side. I know you went off to go work on it. I know you went out to sea to face all of those, that big old, Poseidon's bully son. Maybe somebody had like a really difficult thing that they had to go deal with. And so the Gemini was like, go deal with it. It may not have been said openly with words, but it was expressed energetically. And I almost wonder if that whole St. Elmo's fire thing doesn't have more to do with like the energy, like if there's signs and symbols and signals that come during this person's journey of, going through the storm, going through their shadow side, working on things, facing the bullies, facing whatever it was that was their problem. If there haven't been moments of like electrical bright spots, that they realize like that's the good vibes that being sent to me from the Gemini. Because remember, sailors looked at the St. Elmo's fire, if it shows up twice, as like, this is a good omen. This is there's a wonderful sense of positive power and energy that's being transmitted. So even in the darkest moments, or even in storms, there's this beautiful energy that pops up. I wonder if the Gemini isn't that for them. If the Gemini hasn't been somebody's good omen, somebody's patron saint. Well, take that in a metaphorical sense, right? We have a Page of Wands. There's a chance for a really exciting, really joyful, I'm going to say do-over. We do see a cat, a big orange cat walking beside him. I kind of feel like when this communication comes through to the Gemini's like, I knew they were going to reach out to me at some point. And I'm kind of over here living my independent life. Heck, I may get that call or have them reach out to me when I'm off in a different land. I'm off on a travel, off on an adventure, but we may just rendezvous somewhere that's not where either of us lives, but we may just have an opportunity to say, hey, I'm in New Mexico. Okay, I'll meet up with you there. There's something here, because this is joyful. We start out with a nice reunion, not one that's fraught with like tough conversations. And I think this whole storyline has been, it's because Gemini always knew that they would meet up again when the time was right. But in the meantime, they've been some kind of like good omen for this person as they've been going through a really tough time in their life. This could be, I don't know, I feel like the Gemini is just having the time of their life right now, actually, in this storyline. Lots of happiness, lots of excitement, lots of travels. And it's like they never let themselves get down or get sad about whatever was going on, because it's like, hey, if we're supposed to be together, we're going to find each other again. And if we're really that good a match, it'll work out when it's supposed to later on, when this person feels really strong in themselves. Because I'm already real strong. The Gemini showed up, you know, as a king of swords, and then they showed up as an emperor. Real strong masculine energy, somebody who knows themselves well. Again, it could still be a feminine, but it just looks like the growth and the concern and all the things that were bogging this union down were on the side of the other individual. But this is not one of those love stories of like, I'm hurt and you've hurt me. This is more like, oh yeah, you know, this person I care about had some work to go do. So I wish them well, and I know that they'll come back into my life if it's meant to be. This is the tone of this storyline, which is really refreshing to see. Anyway, I'm going to leave that storyline there. As always, these are fictional stories about fictional characters. I hope you guys enjoyed my storytelling. Thank you so much for sharing your energy here. Let me know in the comments. Did you enjoy these characters? Did you not? But just always remember, they are not about you, because I am not a psychic. So I can't tell you anything about yourself. So just always listen to my art in the context in which I intend it to be heard, which is entertainment. And hey, if it brings up some like, you know, philosophical conversations, awesome. Share them, you know, share your thoughts about this. I'd love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for liking this video and subscribing to my channel. Bye.